Hello, my name is Gwen, and welcome to your practice. Today we'll be exploring the throat, the color blue. So if you'd like, you could wear blue for this practice. It's our truth center, our Sat Nam, the Vishuddha chakra. So we'll be exploring some twists and some movement in all different ways involving the top half of the triangle. So from shoulder to shoulder, all the way up to the middle of the brain. So we'll be inviting that area. So if you have any discomfort in that area, mindfully moving slowly, maybe a little slower today in that area. So go ahead and get yourself a chair. We'll stand up for a wee bit today and scooch your sit bones forward so that your back isn't resting on the back of the chair. Heel toe your feet just a wee bit wider. And then go ahead and have your head rest, the ear rest over towards the shoulder. And then that arm reaches up. Place it on top, close to that top ear. And this is where it's yogi's choice to give a little weight to that side or have it a little lighter maybe. And then nod yes. A little downward motion to the nose. And then upward to the center of the room. Once you have the gist of this, close those eyes. Go ahead and take the other hand and let it hang. Let gravity do all the work there to lengthen that part of the neck. Start to breathe evenly in through the nose and out through the nose. Feel the breeze on the back of the throat. You might be able to hear the breath now. Next time the nose comes downward, pause there. Take that top hand now and place it on the opposite shoulder. Give a little squeeze. Find a new spot upward and squeeze. A little self-massage here with squeeze and release. Come upward, a little squeeze, release. And then one more spot. Leave it there and sweep close to the ear and to the shoulder on the opposite side. Sweep. And one more. Then go ahead and let the head come up. Take both hands to the knees and notice what you feel on both sides of the neck. Does one side feel a little longer? Can you notice the edges of the neck a little clearly? Then go ahead, other side now. Ear comes to that shoulder. Reach that arm towards the ceiling and then place that palm on the top, close to the ear, it might touch. Pause there and feel the weight of the hand. If it feels good, full weight, or somewhere in between, light medium, or full weight. Take that arm from the lap and let it hang. Take a breath. And now nod yes. Eyes closed. So the lights on the inside are a little brighter. In through the nose evenly, out through the nose evenly. Leave the nose to point downward. Take that top hand to the opposite shoulder, hang on. A little squeeze right there. Come upward from that spot with a little squeeze. Further up, a little squeeze. And pick another spot, yogi's choice. Then go ahead and place the palms down. Roll the head slowly to your new center, eyes closed. Feel and sense where the shoulders are, the edges of the neck to the earlobes, the back of the skull to the front, in between the brow. Notice how you feel in that top triangle. Then go ahead and take your peace fingers into the middle of the forehead. Press the forehead out so that the chin feels like it's jetting out, but the shoulders remain where they are. Let the spinal column remain where it is, the shoulders, the sit bones. A light little press of the head out, and then you press back. Like the drawer is coming out, and then you press that drawer right back in. Once it comes right back in the next time, take the peace fingers to the chin, press the peace fingers, and then place it back in. And how about one more? And then rest. Notice how it feels all the way around the neck, the jaw, right at the temples, right to the middle of the brain through the brow. Take a breath right there where you think the middle of the brain lives. Then drop the jaw, the chin, the nose. Let the head hang. Roll to one shoulder, down through the center in a semicircle to the other shoulder. A semicircle here. And then we'll draw a circle with the nose upward. You don't have to look up, but if you'd like to look up to see the ceiling, and then close the eyes so that we're not bringing the neck all the way back, just a wee bit. One more circle this way. And now the other direction. What is that like? Is it a smooth road? Go a little slower. No rush here. Let the head hang. Take the peace fingers on the forehead and roll up. Press all the way up to your new center, eyes closed. Hands on the knees. Witness from the inside out, right behind the eyes, all the way down to the shoulders. Notice how it feels. And then we'll come into a little cat and cow. So you can come in a little to the front of your chair, and just so that when you hang on to your knees and you sink back, that you have a little press in that part of the back into your chair. So inhale, let the chin come upward, lengthen the front of the neck. And as you exhale, chin comes down and you lengthen the back of the neck. So inhale forward, shoulders come back. Exhale, a light little squeeze of the neck, chin down. Let this be about the neck today. Inhale and exhale. As you exhale, squeeze the neck, chin to the chest. Opening up both sides of the neck. And how about two more? Stack the spine. Notice how you feel. Close the eyes. You might be able to notice the energy spiraling down the spinal column all the way to the lower spine, to the hips, and upward. Then go ahead and heel toe your feet a wee bit wider here. Take the arms out. We're going to hug the one you love. So go ahead and hug the one you love. Remain here or come straight into eagle hands if it's in your practice. Top elbow into bottom, elbow crease, palms come to each other, thereabouts. There you go, you're in a bind now. So notice where you feel this, in the back of the neck, the sides. Breathe into that feeling. Take a deep inhale here. We're going to let this eagle dive. So a light little sway from side to side. A little sway with the shoulders. As we come downward between the knees, you might want to remain there or come down a little bit further. The head starts to hang. The arms come down. You might even touch the floor with the hands. You can give the head a wee bit of a shake right there. And if you're circling, how about the other direction now? Let yourself come upward. Use that core to come upward. So like you have to go to the bathroom, you hold, you feel a lift of the pelvic floor as the navel comes to the spine. A little drawing up and in as we come upward. Then let the elbows come directly out from the chin and let the chin come into that elbow crease. Forehead rests on the hands and then drop the elbows down. Head comes back and undo. Open up. Other side. So go ahead and hug the one you love. Other arm is on top. Give yourself permission to stay here, or elbow comes into elbow crease, palms to each other. Start to sway side to side. Notice the sensations. You might stay here or start to dive downward. Use that core. Hands might touch the floor, head hangs. A little shake to the head. If you were circling the other direction, use that cord, pelvic floor up, navel in. Once you're up, draw the elbows towards the chin so the chin can rest in that elbow crease, and then let the hands, arms come down. Let the head come in and undo. Open up. Ha. Hands on the knees, and notice how you feel from shoulder to shoulder down to the fingertips. All the way up the neck, back, sides, front, to the middle of the brain, behind the eyes. Take a breath right there. From here, we're going to stand up. Face the seat of your chair and bring your hands right into the chair. We're going to come into a moving triangle. So go ahead and bring one foot up, and notice what foot you start with, and hop the other one back, because we'll switch in a little while. Come into that warrior one, where the heel is back and the toes are a little bit forward. Not that warrior two where they're way out and it's an open hip. This is mainly a closed hip pose. So toes are forward-ish. Then look at those front toes. Bend that front knee and then lengthen. A little wag to the tail. Forward, bend that knee, a little tap, and then press it back, lengthen. A little movement through the spine. And one more. Now come into your triangle. Go ahead and bring the same leg that's forward, that hand remains on the chair. The other one, bring it up while you look down. If it's okay, look outward and then upward. Take a breath right there. And we're going to now have a little movement with this triangle in motion. Bend that front knee. Bring that arm down. Then lengthen through that front knee as it circles up, and you follow it with your gaze. Forward, bend that knee, tap. Downward and then upward. Follow it with your gaze. Find your rhythm with this now. And how about one more? Hang on to the back of the chair and pull that back leg forward. Both hands down. Walk the feet back just a wee bit and outward. Inhale, come into that cow pose. Chin forward, notice the front of the neck, lengthen. Exhale, chin to chest, squeeze the chin to the chest. Inhale, lengthen the front. Exhale, lengthen through the back of the neck. Two more, just like that. Last one. Other side. Let the other foot come forward, the other one back. The one that's forward, that hand stays on the seat. Bend that front knee. As you lengthen, let the other hand come up and start to circle it up. Follow it with your gaze. Then it comes downward as you bend the knee and upward as you lengthen. Two more. Hang on to the back of the chair. Let that bring that back foot forward. And then go ahead and have a seat. Bring the legs a little wide. Leave the hands on the knees and close your eyes to observe what's your work has done in the body from hip to hip, down through the legs to the toes. Notice that sensation in each leg, all the way up into that lower spine, to the shoulders, the neck, the middle of the brain. Take a breath. Let's go ahead and heel toe our feet just a wee bit wider here. Take the opposite hand to the opposite knee, and then the other hand comes up and over. It might feel like a side bend. And as it comes a little bit forward, that top hand, you might start feeling like a twist. So light little movements as it comes a little lower and the body sways with that arm. The nose can follow that hand now. Eyes are closed. Nose follows that hand. It might come lower for you. And then let it start to make its way upward. Breathe. And then one more. Switch. Hand comes on to opposite knee. Other arm out. As it moves, I'm starting a little lower with this hand. Nose starts to move with that arm. Let it move upward. And how about 2 more breaths right here? And then pause, hands on the knees. Feel and sense the spinal column all the way up where it stops in the middle of the brain, all the way to where you're seated on your chair, where it stops right there at the sit bones. Feel that length. Now we're going to come into a seated triangle. So go ahead and bring one leg over, and then the other one comes backward. And so the toes can face out and a little bit forward. From here, we're going to come into it moving again. So the front hand helps by bending the elbow. You reach that opposite hand and circle it. Follow it with your gaze. Let it come backward. Just like that. Now both hands on that front knee. Stack the palms. Take a deep inhale and a light little bow. Chest first, then let the head hang. As you press through the hands, let the back of the heart come first, head hangs. Let it come up very last, like a waterfall now. Inhale up, exhale, fold. Listen to your breath. How about one more just like this? Let the legs come to center. Pause there, nice and wide through the stance, hands on the knees. Stack the spine. Eyes are closed as you notice from the sit bones up through the spine, shoulder to shoulder. Does one feel a little higher than the other, a little fuller? All the way to the middle of the brain. Take a breath. Other side. One foot comes forward, the other one backward. Take a peek at it. Let it be comfortable. The other hand, same foot forward, same hand on that knee. Start to circle that arm forward, reaching in all directions. The nose starts to follow the thumb. How about 2 more just like that? Last one. Both hands on that front knee, stack. Take a deep breath, look up. As you exhale, chest first, then the head hangs. Back of the heart comes all the way up, head last. Take a deep breath up, exhale, fold. Let that breath massage the back of the throat. A nice strong ujjayi breath. One more. From here, we're going to come down to our mats. So bring the chair where you can take one knee down, then come down very slowly. You're going to place your calves all the way up on the chair. Back of the head on the floor with a light little rock. The hands can be on that lower belly. Shoulders and elbows relaxed on the floor. So find that place where you're not holding. So the back of the head can roll freely. Then take the fingers and interlace them and bring that to cup the back of the skull. Lift the head upward, chin to chest, and give a little tug of the back of the skull upward and then downward. Elbows out. Pause there. From here, you're going to bring one foot up towards the ceiling with a light little spin of the ankle. Close the eyes. Circle that foot and let the leg follow. Pin the edges of your body down so you're not moving. The leg is only one that's moving. And then the other direction, a large circle with the leg. The toes are spinning around. You start to spiral inward, and then only the ankle moves. A little point, a little flex, a little point, a little flex. Leave the leg up, place the back of the skull down, and take the hands behind that top knee. Take the thigh towards the belly. Flex the foot so the heel is coming upward, and press through that top heel. Press back through the hands and then relax. Press that to that edge of the rib cage. Leave it there. Press up through the heel. Press back through the fingers. Notice. And then relax. Hug it in just a wee bit further. And how about one more? Heel up. Press back with the hands. Press into that rib cage there, the belly. That right side of the digestive tract. From here, reach up through the hand and see if you can grab hold of the bottom of the foot and bring it outside the rib cage and then downward. Let gravity do the work here. Just notice what you notice right here. Relax through the jaw. How about one more breath? Then go ahead and place that calf down beside the other on the top of the chair. Notice how it feels from knee to knee, down from hip to hip, all the way up to the shoulders, to the middle of the brain. Take a breath. Hands on the lower belly. Other foot comes up. Spin the foot around the ankle. Option to keep the hands right here or interlace and bring behind the skull if that feels better. So go where it feels better. Let the leg now start to circle. Is there a little wobble? Is it smooth? And then start to go in the other direction. Let the only thing that's moving be that top leg. Glue the edges of your torso into the mat. Now only the foot comes around the ankle. You pause there. Take the hands from behind the skull if it's there. Interlace them behind the back of the knee, the back of the thigh, and bring it down with the foot fully flexed. So radically flex that foot. Press up through the heel. And you'll feel that press into the hands through the back of the thigh. Press back. And then relax. Give that thigh a hug right into the rib cage. And then press up through the heel again. Resist that through the hands. Then relax, give a little hug. And then go ahead and press, press, press through the heel. Up, up, up. And then give it a hug. Reach up through that left hand. Right at the baby toe edge of the foot. Bring that leg out from the rib cage as it comes downward, all on its own. Let gravity do the work here. Breathe. And how about one more breath just like that? Then go ahead and bring that calf onto the top of the chair. Notice how you feel. From here, go ahead and bring the feet all the way to the edge of the chair. Roll over to one side. Use that momentum to bring you up. You're going to come onto your shins with the hands right onto the chair. Knees down. Bring one foot up. Press into it. And now come into your cat and cow one more time here. Inhale, look to the back of your chair. Exhale, chin to chest with a little squeeze. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Walk your feet up. Go ahead and have a seat. Take the hands behind one knee. Lift. Take that one that ankle over that knee. And from here, we're going to come into prayer twist. So go ahead and same leg, same hand, draw that hand up to the knee, down the side, inside, all the way to where that elbow will naturally go. So maybe yours is up here. That's perfect. So wherever it is, find your place and bring the other hand into that hand. And it could be that your wrists don't want to work like that. So maybe it's fists. So maybe it's something like that, and that's your prayer hands. Maybe it's one fist, maybe one. So find where you can work this pose. Feel where the elbows are now. The head, so that the thumbs are looking right at your nose, at your eyes, and then close those beautiful eyes. Look up to the top elbow, take a breath, and then draw a line down to the bottom elbow. Take a breath, upward, and downward. One more. Undo the hands, bring one hand to the ankle, one hand to that top knee, press, sit up, interlace behind that top knee, and let the foot hang. Let it come back and forth through the knee. A little circle through that foot, and then the other side. So let the arms, the shoulders do all this. Let the leg be heavy as it circles. And then place it down, hands on knees. Eyes are closed as you observe from shoulder to shoulder, stack the spine. Sit tall through the sit bones up through the top of the head. Come on to the other side. Interlace, lift, bring that ankle over. Notice that pose. Maybe you remain here. Or that leg, same arm, draw all the way down, find where the elbow can rest. Then bring palm into palm, or find your place on this side. Nose points to the thumbs, thereabouts. Eyes closed, knowing there's no perfect. Wherever you are is the right place to be for you. Feel the length of the elbows away from each other. Take a deep breath, point the nose up, and then downward. And one more. One hand to the ankle, one hand to the edge of the knee. Sit up, interlace right underneath the knee, thigh. Let the knee swing, the lower leg forward and back. Feel how heavy that leg is. The arms can work here, the shoulders can work as you circle that foot. Stack the spine. And then the other direction. Then place that foot back down. Go ahead and lean into your chair. Let the body rest in this seated Shavasana. Option to lay on the floor with your shins on the chair where you're seated. Come into the Shavasana that suits you today. Shavasana, dead corpse pose, fully rested. Notice what you notice. If you're seated, go ahead and take the hands into each other. If you're laying down, you can do the same. Come into your fire hands. Get a little heat through the palms. Feel that heat. Once you feel the friction causing all that heat, cup the hands and place that over the eyes. Feel the weight of the head coming down into the hands. Rest through the shoulders. Let the weight of the world roll off of those shoulders. Notice how you feel. Let the hands now drag across the face. Palms come together in deep appreciation for yourself, for showing up. A light little bow while the thumbs come to the forehead. Thank yourself for showing up. Let's send this out to all those that need a little loving kindness. Namaste.